Good morning. Today is Saturday. It is the last day of the fair. It's Saturday, September 28th. And for those of you who do know me, know that 28 is my lucky number. There's a story behind that, which I will tell you guys about in another video, because right now this video here is going to be long. But here's the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good news is today we are open from 2 to 11. So that's a 10-hour day? Okay. So that's good. Then, as far as last night goes, last night was very good. I painted 52 kids, or shall I say, I painted 52 people. And today's 10 hours. So and I was painting last night until like 10:30. So, and we closed at 11. Matter of fact, I was packing up stuff and somebody came over and wanted to get their face painted. And I was like, okay. So, yeah, it was a good day yesterday. I currently now have half of my vendor fee for the Space Coast State Fair. I'm looking to make out very well today. 10 hours, the weather's supposed to be absolutely beautiful. I don't know what the temperature is right now. Let me see if I can, I can do that right here. It's 80 degrees. It's 80 degrees out. Partly sunny. It's actually partly cloudy because there's more sun than clouds. Not more clouds than sun. All right. So, today should be a very good day. Within less than 10 minutes of the fair opening, there was a line from the ticket booth to the bay door. And within that 10 minutes, I had already painted. I already got one person to come over, as well as there's a beer and wine area. It's a bar, but they don't serve liquor, just beer and wine. And I painted all 6 of the bartenders. So they were very happy. And yeah, so by 5:15 I had painted 7 people. That's good. But I started at like 4 because I was painting the bartenders before they opened. I averaged 13 faces an hour. I always, there's 2 ways to predict what you should make at an event. Okay. One, you should make what your vendor fee is times your pricing. So if it's $10 and your vendor fee is $100, you should make $1,000. Okay, the other way to figure it out is, or shall I say, that should be your minimum that you should profit. Okay. And then the other way that I figure it out is like this. The amount of hours that we are open minus 2 hours a day times the price per face times 10 faces per hour. Okay? And that's what I should make for the entire length of the fair. I am down because the first 2 days I painted 11 faces in 2 days. 6 one day, 5 the next. Third day we were closed. Yesterday I made back all of my money that I have spent to get here and expenses. So plus $100. So I'm up 100. But today will definitely I should make my vendor fee times my price per face. So with that being said, we will see what happens. Hopefully we'll have a good day. Oh, and I mentioned I was going to bring back that tent. I don't think I'm going to bring back that tent now. I don't think so. I think I'm going to keep it because it's a very good tent, actually. Not bad for Walmart. But yeah, it's straight-legged, and I like straight-legged. It's actually the same size of the tent that I had that broke. And it goes up high too, so that's very, very good. Yeah, there's a couple things I wish it had that it doesn't have, but I'll be okay without it. So anyhow, it is currently 10 a.m. Central Time, 4 hours to open, and we'll see you in a bit. I have a lot of thoughts right now. I said some things the other day that make me feel like a butthole. However, my thought at the time was, it's not going to be more than a Cat 2. And once it hits land, by the time it gets through Georgia, it'll be rain with a name. Cedar Key has been completely destroyed. I'm going to add some footage and a link to what happened to Cedar Key. And then I just got a notification from weather.com on my phone, because I have the app, that said that the Tennessee Dam is cracking. And apparently something similar to that is happening in North Carolina as well. So for everybody who are in these areas, my heart goes out to you guys. It's very disheartening to see this happen to everybody. And I was worried the other day about a fair closing down. So yeah, I feel somewhat like a butthole. Am I glad that it stayed away from us? Yeah, I am. But when I said the other day, I hope it just stays east of us, I never meant for to cause the immense destruction that it has and is causing. And that's really all I can say.
This is a corner of E and First. That building there is going to come apart. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's Whiddon heading down the Gulf. I was trying to make it to my mama's house, but it's neck deep here. I'm not able to get any further. Oh man. This is the museum. Oh no. It's chest deep here now. Oh no, the water's made it in the museum. I'm not gonna be able to go much further. It's about to be over my head. I just saw a car wash down this road. Nope, that's somebody's porch.
It is Sunday, September 29th. I left the fair last night around 12:30 Central Time, and I started heading home. When I got to a town called Mariana, I stopped I got some coffee and a bite to eat. And then I got back out on the road. But I pulled over at a rest area. I took a nap because I got tired. So I'm back out on the road. Currently I'm in Tallahassee. And I thought I would tell y'all what I'm seeing. Okay, first of all, let me say this. I am not taking any of the highways, like non-interstate highways. I figured that was the best bet to where I wouldn't have to deal with flooding or this, that, and the other. Although I have seen flooding advisories on the map. But I can tell you that, excuse me, I can tell you that a little bit ago, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes ago, about 35 linemen trucks coming on to, I'm on I-10, coming on to a highway, and I've seen a few other lineman trucks. So they're out there, they're working to get everybody's power restored. Not that they wouldn't be, but, you know. And because this is a major highway, probably not going to see too much damage, but off to the sides of the interstate, I can see some fences that have been destroyed. But that's about it. But it's the interstate, so what are you really going to see, right? Unless you happen to see a house and there's damage to that house. So that's about all I have right now. It is 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and my ETA is 12 o'clock noon. So I'm sure when I get home, the dogs are gonna go crazy. But that's to be expected. Anyhow, I think that's about it for now. If I see anything, I'll let y'all know. where it's this little girl. She must be like 2 years old, and she's got this little pink bathrobe. And she's walking through the house, and I'm gonna have to bleep this out. But she's walking through the house, and she's going, "Oh, damn it! Oh, damn it!" It's cute and adorable, but completely inappropriate. That's how I feel right now. It's like that little girl with the bathrobe on. So I didn't take much more video on the drive home. I'm almost home. I'll be home in about 20 minutes. But I got a phone call that makes me go, "Oh, damn it. These dogs." So, the back of my house is a room I have not shown. It's a lanai, it's a sunroom. Lots of windows. And one of my windows broke. Not because of the storm, because of a different storm. And I had it covered up. But apparently with the storm that we just had, the thing that I had covering it is no longer there. And so my dogs decided that that would be a great way to escape. Not only did they escape the house, but then they escaped out of my yard. Now, I've talked about my next door neighbors who are phenomenal, but there's a lady who lives not directly across the street, but across the street and to my left. And she's a sweetheart. I love her to death. Her name is Phyllis. She texted me and said, "Just want to let you know the dogs are loose." So I called her, and she said they were behind Dave's house. Dave is my other neighbor, or was my other neighbor. He passed away, I want to say at the beginning of the year. And they had gone behind his house. Now there's a gentleman that lives on the other side of him who has caused me a lot of grief because of my dogs. Now, I have a fenced-in yard. I fenced in the yard so that way they could go outside and play. Well, they like to dig. And since they like to dig, they sometimes will dig underneath the fence and escape. Like I said, lady is an eloper. And here's the good news again. The good news is that Shelby follows lady. The bad news is Shelby follows lady. I've said that in previous videos. So they jumped out of the window, got into the backyard, then they dug out of the yard. So Phyllis tells me, she calls me back, she says, "Lady's in the yard, but I don't know where Shelby is." So now I'm freaking out because lady is street smart, Shelby has been sheltered. I've mentioned that before. And so I'm calling everybody I can. I called Blaine. I'm like, "Hey, did you by chance leave something open?" He's like, "No." So that's that. So I finally get a hold of Ralph, and I'm like, "Hey, man, I'll be home soon. I'm on my way. You think, would it be possible you could see if you can find Shelby? Because they dug out of the yard. Somehow they got out of the house. They dug out of the yard. The lady's back in the yard, but we don't know where Shelby is." So he goes, "All right, I'll call you back." He calls me back. He goes, "Shelby's in the house." This dog. Ah! Shelby is a jumper. She likes to jump. She can leap, as you guys, I think, have seen in previous videos also. With the ball, she will jump up in the air. She can jump like 4 or 5 feet off the ground. This dog's amazing. But Lady is not so much of a jumper. So apparently, Shelby jumped back through the window and back into the house. And Rob called me to tell me that Shelby's in the house, Lady's in the backyard. I'm glad she's okay, but damn it. They are good girls. They are. But they haven't seen me in a week, so I get it. But damn it, man. So I'll be home in 15 minutes, if that. And I'll give you an update right after this. Wow. Okay, here is your update. Yeah, little Miss Shelby Butt was home. She was inside. Lady couldn't get into the house. Everything is fine. No damage to the house. I put a picture in for where they actually got out at, which is another window. I forgot about that window when I was talking earlier. That window, yeah. Lady was home alone, and this is before I got Shelby, and she decided she wanted out of that back room, and there was nothing that was going to stop her, so she broke that window. The other window that I was referring to was actually broken because of a storm. The actual window pane isn't broken, but the frame, because it's an old house. It was built in 1971, and so it's got a crank, and they're single pane windows, and they come out like this, right? Well, the bottom pane of the bottom frame broke off the hinges, so the window's not actually broken, but you cannot. It has nothing to hook to. There's that. So it was the side window right next to the door, and they jumped through there and got out of the house. That's how they got out of the house. This weekend, technically I don't have anything yet, but it's very possible that I am going to be going out near Daytona Beach, which is out by my sister's house, and there is a farm fall festival out there, and I'm just waiting to hear back from the guy. I gave him a price. It's only 4 hours. Told him I would do it for X amount, and just waiting to see if they're gonna have me. Hopefully they do. And then next weekend I have to go to Brooksville for Friday Night Live. So there is a problem with the app for FedEx for me to schedule myself with, and I have to get with Chris or Noah and see what the heck is going on with that, because I don't understand it. So I don't want to schedule myself right now because I don't want to end up in Loadside. No, that would be bad. But it's not telling me what department is available for that shift. I don't want to schedule myself at all, but if I have to, I will. So I have to get with Chris or Noah and see about that. But we'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget, please like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. And what else can I say, guys? Thank you all for sticking through me with my three video series on the Northwest Florida Fair. And once again, I hope everyone who has been impacted by Hurricane Helene makes it through the cleanup process, and everyone comes out okay or better than they were before the storm. Tennessee, North Carolina, Cedar Key, I hope everything works out. And I hope that anything upcoming goes out to sea. I know there's a couple that are, let's see, the next one would be Kirk and then Joyce, and those two are supposed to be going to out in the Atlantic. And then there's Leslie. But according to what I saw earlier today, there's a point of interest down where in the Caribbean. So hopefully everybody will be okay. We'll see you at the next video, guys. Thanks again. Bye.